Welcome to the EQ Video Tip. I'm your host, Eric Forsetter. As always, thank you for watching another edition of this week's EQ Video Tip. Before we jump in, as always, let's review the goals of EQ Video Tip. What's on tap for today? We have a great show, and it comes to us from Adam Grant, a psychologist at Wharton. And Adam has a great article about how the best leaders avoid burnout. And it doesn't have to be a manager or a leader of leaders. It could just be an individual contributor. But what's important is to understand from leadership, how do you avoid burnout? And some people think that working long hours turns into burnout. It doesn't always mean burnout. What happens is it's the emotions that you have about working those long hours or the emotions from work that create that actual burnout. Adam's going to give us 3 tips to help us get through and avoid that burnout. Tip number 1, ease the demands however you can. Believe it or not, most of us spend a lot of time doing mundane tasks like email or Slack or just inputting data, which as a leader or a manager or someone who has a highly functioning job, it's actually taking away from doing the actual work you need to do. It's doing that mundane task over and over again, whether it's responding to emails or talking to someone or just data entry. It takes up a lot of our time. So how do we get past that? Well, one of the things you can do is figure out ways to make it better for you. For example, the Cleveland Clinic, one of the great medical facilities in the US, they found that their doctors worked and identified that they were spending too much time actually inputting patient data into their electronic health system. So instead they found a way to automate it, make it much faster, saving the doctors time and actually allowing the doctors to work on patients as opposed to data entry, which is not why you want or what you want your doctor to do. So think about ways to automate your work, make it easier, and ease that demand as well. Tip number 2, give everyone more control. Now, it doesn't mean just letting everyone run haphazardly and do their own thing, but maybe give someone control of what their goals are or what they're trying to do from an outcome perspective for a certain task. Giving people more control so you can maximize the control of your own stuff helps out. It's really about delegation. Delegating and allowing and having that trust with your teammates and people that work with you will free up more time in your day and avoid that burnout as well. Allowing an employee to determine his or her own goals and how they will achieve them and what training they need, that saves you time to help them become more efficient and also frees up your time to be more efficient as well. It could mean giving them control on work hours or flexible work hours or a hybrid work environment. Whatever it is, giving someone more control of their destiny so that they can be more productive and allow you to be more productive will help you avoid that burnout. Tip number 3, and our last tip, create a supportive environment. And that means showing you're vulnerable. We know vulnerability engenders trust, but how do we get that? Well, one of the first things as a leader you need to do is be open and honest about where you need help, where you need assistance. What are the challenges that you're facing in your role or obstacles that you can't overcome, or maybe something you don't understand, because all the team is there to help you and build themselves up and build you up as well to make the team a better place. When you offer up a vulnerable situation like I'm having trouble getting something done or I need assistance with this obstacle, it allows you to show your support as a source of strength and allows the other teammates to help you out. It also gives the opportunity for teammates to say, well, I was struggling with this project or not understanding this, and it creates an environment where everybody is helping each other out and creating that supportive environment that we all need. In doing so, it shows we're all human, it engenders trust, and it gives you an outlet also when you are frustrated or feeling that burnout. That's a wrap for this week's EQ Video Tip. Hopefully the tips from Adam will help you avoid burnout and make you a better leader during your workday. So that concludes our EQ video tip for today. Try incorporating some of these tips into your daily routine. But remember, use what works best for you and personalize it for yourself. Thank you always to our great research team for providing us with some great tips today. As always on EQ Video Tip, we want to end with gratitude. So thank you for watching. We really appreciate it. Here are some resources that you can use if you want more information on EQ going forward. Thank you again, and we look forward to seeing you in the next episode. Thank you.